Okay, so let's take a look at what we got in this DHL package. I'm surprised that they use such a big package for it, but also this one's been opened at least twice. There's tape there from when they cut it open and there. So that's interesting. Must have been shipped to them when they resold it. I don't know. Okay, so there's one package, and here's another package that this looks like I got a bale of cocaine or something. What's so much tape? All right, where's a spot to open this? Okay, so there they are. Let's zoom in on it. All right. Hopefully y'all can read that, but those are Infineon 210.02558 uh, processors, and they don't really look like they are a rebadge, so they might actually be the real thing. So I'll have to test them out now and put one on a board and see if they work. But it looks like I did get a source for these. So I hadn't really talked about them yet in any videos because I couldn't find any of the normal reputable kind of like the people I'm comfortable with recommending buying this kind of stuff from. So I hadn't mentioned this was literally I emailed somebody's Hotmail account to buy these. So I was a little sketched out about them. They were a really good price. I already forgot what I paid, but I think it was like $8 a piece on them. Shipping was like $30, but that's pretty standard for DHL shipping from China. So I mean, I think I got a fair price on them. I honestly should have bought more of them with the shipping cost, but I wasn't sure if they were real. I didn't want to spend too much money on something that was possibly fake. Pretty cool here that I was actually able to find these. I really didn't think these were going to be real. I was pretty confident I was going to be getting something where they had just etched, laser etched a similar chip with the same things. Let's see. Here's a real one right here. Let me compare. Because normally they'll get something way off on them when they. So, it this one's got a batch ID down here, while these don't. So these still possibly could be fake. So I'll have to install one and see what happens, see if they work or not. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks now since I did the first half of this video because it took me a little while to try them out, and then I've just been super busy ever since, so I hadn't been able to do a video. But let's cover it real quick. I'm not sure what the deal is with these chips. They don't work. Is just it. I don't know if they are a counterfeit where it's just been laser etched to look at it. I mean, it does connect to Minimon, um, and I honestly think that that might be the case. Is that these are just regular the XC161 CJ by Infineon, because I'm pretty sure that's also what these are. I don't think there's anything actually custom order about these. I think it's just that, and then they had them etched like this for GM, because the XC series they all had program flash memory. So I think that this one would probably work, except I think that the program area is locked on these, so I can't read or write the program flash area on these at all. So I think they're locked with the because there's a like security setting in there that you can lock them with, and GM never used it. Like, there's nothing of GM's that I've found that has ever been password protected on any of these older ones. So I don't think that this was like this from the factory. The other thing is it's missing the batch code on the bottom here. So if you look here, let me see if I can get it to focus in on it. Um, let's see. There you go. You can see underneath it. So you have the Infineon, then you have the part number. The AC is part of the part number. Then you have the copyright on there. Right underneath the copyright, there should be a date, not a date code, a batch code. And then on the left side of it, I think yeah, the right hand side of it, right here, there's the date code. So these are missing the batch code on them. So that's another hint to me that either these are just defective stock, that the program flash memory is just not working on them at all, or it's and so it never got a batch ID on it, or these are just counterfeits. I don't think the seller knew that these were defective. I think they're just a reseller that they had purchased these and then were trying to resell them, because they were really cool about it. I let them know, hey, these don't work. I showed them my evidence that I couldn't program it or anything, and they refunded all my money. So I have no hard feelings to the seller because I get it. As a like a parts reseller, you're going to be bidding on a bunch of different things as they come up. You get them, and you can't fit possibly. It's just impossible to be an expert on every single microcontroller out there and be able to read and test them all. So no hard feelings to the vendor about this because they were super cool, and refunded me. They didn't give me a hard time about it at all. They didn't go, oh, are you sure you're doing it right or anything like that. I mean, I tried to put all the evidence in that first email anyways, so that way there wouldn't be any of that kind of nonsense going on. But people can nitpick at little details. But yeah, these things wouldn't even let me read the program memory area. So it's either one of two things. It's defective and it can't read it because it just wouldn't respond. Or it's password protected, and without that password, there's nothing I can do to get in there. So yeah, I have them. I have one hooked up still. So if anybody has any suggestions, if you for some reason know how to get past the password protection on these, I do have one still on a board that I can test. But yeah. I mean, it was simple enough. So I'm not too worried about it. I think I am going to try to order one genuine XC 161CJ from Infineon because they do still sell that microcontroller on Mauser. They're like $22, so I'm just gonna order one just to see if they work. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that they are still sold. They're in the NC stage, so for not for new designs or something like that, or NDL, whatever it is. Let me look. I think I still have the window pulled up. NRND, not recommended for new designs. So yeah, that just means like they're planning on obsoleting this chip soon. Um, so yeah, I just need to verify a couple of things before I spend $20 on one of these because I'll have no use for it if it doesn't work. Uh, but other than that, because I just need to verify the voltages and stuff, because I'm sure there were a bunch of different ones of these back in the day, and they're now just selling the one. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video. I know it's kind of just like a disappointing, like, hey, I bought this and it didn't work. But luckily I'm not out any money. They were super cool about it and just refunded me. Well, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.